What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. I have one question for you. Do you want some good news? Do you want some actual news about Multiverses? Yeah, I figured you did. So we got something absolutely major that is in the works. So check this out. I'm going to throw this up on screen real quick. So this is from Multiversus. It's on their Steam page under their history. It's this shows the game being updated. And why is that important? The game's not out, so it just it's showing the game, the update. It has been updated, right, to a newer version of the game, right? They've been implementing all those all the data that they got from the last tech test. So I want you to take a look at the top thing in blue where it says public alpha staging, time updated 3 March of 2022, and it's crossed out because that was the last time it was updated. So when you look at the line right below that where it says 3 May 2022, that is the newest time that it was officially updated. And now let me throw this up here as another sort of comparison here, where it says, this one's from February, so this one's a few months ago, but it says the same thing, public alpha staging, time updated, where it has crossed out 9th of December 2021. What was around December 9th? Well, that was roughly when Tech Test 1 was happening, but it's crossed out because that's when it was updated, and it got updated from that to the 20th of February 2022. What does this all mean? Well, February 20th, a few days after that, Tech Test 2 happened. So with that newer one that we just showed us a few seconds ago, where it got updated on May 3rd, this is basically telling us a new playtest or a tech test or an open beta of something is actually coming. Here's another way to put this. Anytime the public alpha staging has been updated, roughly within 1 week of of it being updated, roughly within 1 week or even during, we get a public or a play test, a beta, or a tech test. We get some sort of new test for Multiversus. So this is essentially saying May 3rd it got updated, which was yesterday, meaning possibly within the next week we could expect some sort of insane announcement for the next version, the next playtest, the next open beta, the next whatever. Something's gonna happen. And Tony's been telling us this a lot on Twitter, right? So for example, he's like, anytime somebody's been asking him just over the past few weeks, hey, when are we gonna expect news? His reply has always been soonish. Yeah, soonish. Well, hopefully we'll hear something soonish. That's always his reply, soonish. And you know, usually in gaming, it's kind of like, soonish means, it could mean like in a few months from now. But how weird is it that Player First Games, Tony Wynn, who's been very transparent with the player base, when he said soonish, he actually kind of meant soonish. This is absolutely nuts. So when he said soonish, like he was actually telling the truth. So I want to bring up one more thing. Well, I got a couple things here, but the first thing I want to bring up here is another tweet that Tony replied to not that long ago, where somebody asked him, does this mean that everything for the initial release is implemented? But Tony's reply to it was, not for the release, but for the next test. And that's in reference to Tony saying they're fixing bugs and balance tuning, which when you think about it, when he says everything's implemented or dang near implemented for the next test, and heck, that tweet was from like April 23rd, so that was like, what, 2 weeks ago, week and a half or something. So they're making progress. The next the open beta possibly, and I say possibly because it's not guaranteed that it is the open beta. I think the safe bet is that it would be. The only reason I say that it might not be an open beta, it might be another tech test, just as an example, where Tony replies to somebody here on Twitter asking, oh, does this mean the playtest coming soon? Do we have a ballpark date range? And Tony replies, there's a lot left to do, so no exact date yet. In case we find something crazy and miss it, I don't want to disappoint. So he's basically saying, I don't have a date for the next test because what if something pops up? I don't want to commit to it. So with him also answering questions from many people, hey, will the next beta test include console players? Where he says, I hope so. There's a reason he never said guaranteed it will happen. In case there's something that pops up, console players, as of right now, they're not 100% confirmed, but it's kind of the safe guess at this point. But again, like Tony said, if something pops up that deters them or makes it so this can't happen, maybe we just get a third tech test and it might be PC only. We don't know regions that are involved yet, but once we finally get that official announcement and official dates and stuff like that, then we could start going crazy with excitement. I'm just hoping console players are finally included. Again, Tony has told us he hopes so, but not guaranteed, okay? I don't want to set any false expectations. I see a few people going, yep, the next test is the open beta because of some email that was sent out after Tech Test 2 ended. If you read the email properly, it doesn't say the next test is the open beta. It just says you get early access to the open beta. It doesn't say the next test is the open beta. So let's go in with, realistic expectations. Let's hype responsibly. What we can gather from this whole thing, though, a new test of some sort, a play test, a tech test, or the open beta is or should be coming relatively soon. And I think a lot of us expected sometime in May. At least that's what I've seen with a lot of guesses. I initially said towards the end of May, and maybe we get it a little bit sooner. But either way, gigantic news. Something big, a pretty big announcement should be on the horizon. Something should be here, and maybe we finally all get to play it and enjoy it. But yes, that is all that I got for this. So I'm very excited, very excited. I might actually get to play Multiversus. Is that nuts? That's nuts. Many of you will finally get to play it as well. Maybe if it's an open beta, maybe we can, I don't know. Nobody wants to play with me, but that's fine. Maybe I'll run into some people online. That'd be nuts. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hype responsibly. An open beta, the next play test of sorts, should be happening somewhat soon, according to recent patterns. So we'll see what time holds for us. But until then, that's all I got. And I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.